So 7:30 in the morning at Sitges from the Estella Hotel from our balcony. And the marina is starting to stir. The Barcelona airport. We're going through Sitges and now into Barcelona for a day of sightseeing.
Rotterdam in Netherlands, but this is not the biggest, but this the terminal for goods that grew up the most last year, so good for us. And the biggest terminal for cruise ships is right here in Barcelona of Europe. Is the fourth most important terminal for cruise ships of the world after Florida. The three biggest terminal for cruise ships are in Florida in the States, and this is the fourth one. So to the right you can see different cruise ships. The capacity is for 9 cruise ships, depending on the size. This part closer is for the big cruise ships that can carry 4,000, 5,000, 7,000 passengers. And maybe you see a long bridge. Over the bridge on the left hand side we have another terminal for the small cruise ships that carry about 300 passengers, 500 passengers approximately. Flying on the sky in front of us you can see some red gondolas. This is the cable car that starts on the hill of Montjuic and finish on the beach. This is a ride 13 minutes, and if you have no vertigo then you can enjoy the 200 meters over the sea that you are hanging on the sky. If you have, so you have seen the terminal for cruise ships, but the terminal for cruise ships was just built 25 years ago. They extended the harbor because due to the Olympics is when they did all the works by the sea, is when they built the terminal for cruise ships. Nowadays this part is one of the 2 marinas that we have. So if you have a private yacht and you want to come to Barcelona, you can dock the yachts right here. It's one of the 2 marinas that we have, and it's very close from here, just 5-minute walking to the left hand side. So a little bit further to the right hand side you will see a colorful sculpture just off the corner. It's a sculpture which is a face, and it is called the face of Barcelona. It's a sculpture that was put here for the Olympics, was built by a New Yorker called Liechtenstein, and is dedicated to 3 different artists. It's right here to the right at the corner. Yes, the face of Barcelona. This sculpture, so colorful, is dedicated to Pablo Picasso, Joan Miró and Antoni Gaudí. Pablo Picasso for the shapes of the cubism, Joan Miró for the basic colors. He was painting always with this building on the corner that discovered by this commercial is the house where the family Picasso they were living, and every morning they just had to cross the street. Classical material from the Industrial Revolution, the red brick stone, is this building to the right. This is a former textile factory, and when they were demolished in the 20th century because it was very unhealthy to have the factories inside the city, so they used this former factory as a museum. Nowadays it's a National Museum of History of Catalonia, and is next to the best neighborhood to eat a paella, the neighborhood of La Barceloneta. It means the small Barcelona, and is a neighborhood of the Basilica. Yes, and we will use a different gate to lift. This way we are about to walk to the restaurant, but in a different space. So
So this is black rice that has the ink of the squid to make it black, and then it has a piece of squid in there. And this is what it looks like when it's opened up, and it's delicious. There's some egg there.
Yeah, so what I do is I do the French as I cook the eggs, they fry the eggs, they cut them and they put the eggs. Delicious. Delicious. While we're trying it,
then here's dessert. Dessert is some sorbet. And that's Greg next door trying to steal my sorbet.
I think that's mushroom.
Trying to steal my mushroom. I'm not gonna. They're not gonna let me forgive that. You know, that one. No forgiveness for that one. Well, that was good coffee. And then notice the powder here we're using. Big granule powder.
That's on the other side. And we're like, no shit, she can't walk.
And we're using the dipper to measure out the powder.
It still took us an hour. That's right.
The open market in Barcelona. Well, so you're olive lovers, we're just...
Yes, we go crazy.
Yeah. Look at all those olives. Every kind of olive you might want to think. These are all eggs. Look at all the eggs.
A terrible story. We brought friends here years ago, and she is a very vegan. She won't eat anything, even another animal, certainly not.
All the different kinds of eggs. So, Mal and Kai, here you go. All the eggs.
That's right, if you see one, you see them all.
Oh, you're one of a kind.
Hi. Can a party?
Elevator to come back and see you later.
It's Basilica de la Sagrada Familia. GoPro, turn. So we're in the tower now. There's an elevator ride, but then we come up here and there's a narrow stairway. And from here we can see all kinds of neat stuff. And then more stairs going up around. This is not a place for claustrophobia. We have a little causeway here. That's Barcelona from the causeway.
The the other swimming pool that they built for the Olympics. In this case, this swimming pool took place the competitions of diving. So you could see, you watch on TV, you could see flying the athletes, and behind the athletes, the skyline of Barcelona. So as a commercial, was perfect for the city, and that's why maybe a lot of people.
This is one of the coast defense guns they used to use back in the black powder era. That looks like maybe a 4-pounder. So here's where we're having our dinner dance party, right in there. With the Cathedral of Sitges in the background. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Yeah, we have some stormy weather, but also there's some stormy weather in the politics here in Catalonia, Spain. There's some referendum elections going on, and the police are trying to disrupt the voting. Interesting. This looks absolutely fabulous.
Those boards are gorgeous, right?
Yeah. They say half the food is presentation, and you've got that real wonderful presentation.
Thank you. Okay, toss the salad.
This is, I think it's an American thing. It's a kind of chicken crunch pie, kind of. Clint said, "Oh, you've made a chicken casserole." I thought, we think casseroles are kind of runny things in England, but no. So chicken, mushroom risotto with truffle oil, good, and then a spicy seafood pasta with shrimp, almejas, and squid. And some herbs, and then you've got a tomato salad here. Tomato with a little bit of avocado and feta and dill, and a green salad here, and then the dressing is hazelnut, lemons, and herbs. Wow! And then you've got these little plates, which are very, very easy for you to carry around, and what you need to do is just keep coming up for seconds. Okay. And forks it. And pan consommé, yes. Pardon?
After you come back the second time, there's no longer seconds.
Yeah, no, but anyway. Dig in, guys. You know, I used to be a television presenter in England for about 10 years.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, cameras do not faze me at all.
Right, Anne? This looks absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Come on then, guys.
So this is the high-speed train to Sevilla, or Sevilla, from Barcelona. So the seats here are the equivalent of first-class seats. Plenty of room, plenty of elbow room, leg room. No problem with overhead storage.